part of my career before I moved to coaching was crisis management. And in that part of my career, it was a lot easier to guide a CEO because they were in the midst of chaos and crisis and looking for help and answers. So I will say it completely depends on the personality, obviously. It's an example of a business that doesn't have control over every aspect of the experience that they're offering. And the brand is diluted by other people creating content or using that brand for what they're using it for. And having been on the other side of trying to manage brand reputation, the first is pause. Okay. There's a lot of error that comes from reacting and speaking too quickly. So, I tell people all the time, unless you're launching a rocket ship or in brain surgery, most of the time you can just wait a minute. And so much of my work is about dialogue with different parts of ourselves. And so what I would say if we were in a session, for example, and someone talk about confidence, I would say, can we bring that non-confident self forward and just give them the mic? I just have a few questions. I used to be really I'd weigh my food to make sure I had the right macronutrients and all this stuff, right? I can be pretty vain. But it changed because I felt like, oh no, she's watching and she's going to create a strategy on that. So I'm not saying this about anyone in your home out of judgment. I'm saying it having been there myself.